intensity of coming down to the wire when both teams are fighting for playoff position, Grant.
Well, you know, B.A., for these teams, what you did before doesn't matter. You have to give everything in this game. It's essentially a bunch of one-game seasons from here to the finish line.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randle and Gobert are in the middle. Dante DiVincenzo out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. Now here's Dosunmu. No good with the triple. Here's Flagg. Pass to Christie. Here's Flagg. Christie with a screen on DiVincenzo. And here's Flagg outside. And it's Dosunmu with a rebound. And here are the Timberwolves. Outside McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. To the paint. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
Yeah, inside, Gobert can be a true monster, using his size and reach. Very effective.
We played just over a minute here in the first. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Brian, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Randle after Dallas's three-pointer on the other end. Fires the 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Washington, nice touch on the bank shot. Washington's got 5 points.
This is where he's so effective, attacking in the lane.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Dosunmu outside. McDaniels passes to DiVincenzo. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. For 3, Randle hits a three-pointer.
Look, for this offense, Randle being an effective catch-and-shoot option is crucial.
Washington left side. Gafford with a screen on DiVincenzo. And the dunk by Gafford.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. DiVincenzo, pass to Randle. With a step back. Gafford grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Well, Grant, in 2024, you added Cooper Flagg to the USA Select team before he even played a game in college.
You know, B.A., he made me look really good, too. You know, he performed extremely well against the men's national team. And at just the age of 17, he already looked like one of the better players on the court that day.
For 3, Randle. Christie with a rebound. The Mavericks lead by 5. And they're dialed in offensively.
Sure are. Staying in attack mode and at the same time playing under control.
And Minnesota with possession here. Defeated by Detroit in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
Well, you know when your percentage from the field is in the low 30s, that means the game is not going your way.
Watching the film, guys, they were poor offensively. I expect much better execution tonight.
Hey, sometimes you miss even under the best of circumstances.
McDaniels, that's good.
Well, look, you want to put your guys in a position to succeed. McDaniels is more comfortable operating off the catch than he is initiating.
The Mavericks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Pass to Gafford. Here's Flagg. There's a screen by Marshall. And it's Flagg missing.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Here's McDaniels. No good. That would have tied it.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless. What a sensational move captured from the connected cam, sponsored by AT&T. Randle outside. Pass to Gobert. Outside, DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. And here's Gobert from the arc. Not going to go that time. The Mavericks lead by 4. Here's Flagg. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Here's Washington. No good there. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Randle, the pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randle. Sumu on the wing. Stripped it away. Christie with the ball. No points so far. Tries the spin move. Washington outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Flagg. Three-pointer. He's 0 for 5 after that miss.
Something's off about him this quarter.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Randle against Washington. Sumu outside. Pass to Randle. Here's Gobert, guarded by Marshall. Gobert with the bucket.
Too much Rudy Gobert. Can take a lot of contact down low.
Now Gafford. Here's Flagg. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game. And Washington powers it through.
Yeah, his athleticism more than makes up for his lack of size. Allows him to compete even against bigger guys.
DiVincenzo, pass to Randle. Back to DiVincenzo. It's McDaniels on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Marshall. Everyone talks about Jaden McDaniels' defense, and for good reason, Stan.
Well, B.A., one way to get a lot of playing time is to be the best at something. McDaniels is a total lockdown defender on the wing. He can guard anybody.
Free throw good, McDaniels. And prior to last season, the Timberwolves had never won a playoff series in consecutive seasons, Stan.
Yeah, and so now they make the conference finals 2 seasons in a row. The most sustained success this franchise has ever known.
He's off on the second. And the Mavericks are in the planning stages for a new arena set to open by 2031.
Yeah, their existing arena opened in 2001. A 30-year run for an NBA venue is pretty typical. And remember, it's big business. New arenas are often the anchor tenant for larger developments.
And Minnesota with possession here after Dallas' three-pointer on the other end. Randle against Washington. Randle deciding where to go with it. 4 on the clock. Over Washington. Minnesota again missing.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
And Washington powers it through.
Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Outside, DiVincenzo. Here's Randle. And the layup is good off the glass. Randle's got his second bucket on the night.
He's just 2 for 7 from the field, trying to work his way into a rhythm.
For Dallas, they've got 8 of 15 shots to go. Pass to Gafford. And here's Washington. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of the night right here. First free throw is good. Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Dallas. And then for Minnesota, Clark is checked in for McDaniels. And it's Highland in for DiVincenzo. Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Clark, and Gafford with the block. Marshall outside. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Flagg. To the inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Minnesota's gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Back to Randle. Clark right side. Lets the three fly. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Flagg. No made baskets yet. Pass to Washington. Gafford with a screen on Randle. 6 to shoot. The 3 from Washington. And the dunk by Gafford.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They trail by 11. Now here's Clark. Let's go with a 3. Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
Dallas has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. And again, it's Dallas.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Highland. And it's all from 3-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here's Flagg outside. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Randle inside. He's guarded by Nembhard. And here's Clark for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Gafford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Washington finds Nembhard. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Just 5 to shoot. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Mavericks lead by 14.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Randle, good.
And the fearlessness from Randle to come right back. Answer that 3.
Washington, a screen on Highland. Washington outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Now here's Randle. Give him 8. Gobert with a screen on Washington. Inside, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw no good. Both teams deciding to change it up. Good on the second one. And So it's the Dallas Mavericks ending the quarter up 10. They've been very effective from the three-point line. That's the key for them so far. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how Dallas is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. We've got Mike Conley. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the small forward position. Great open look there. Conley's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Thompson outside. Nembhard a screen on Clark. Down low. Stolen by Reid. To the middle. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Highland. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, "I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me." Back to you guys.
Fills it up with the best. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Well, that's what Reid brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Now Nembhard. Here's Middleton. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Middleton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defense was all over it. Fading away. That's a tough shot.
Conley goes in. They get it again. Goes back up. And Reid with a nice bucket inside.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. A different look for Dallas. Washington's checked in for Chris Middleton. Flagg comes in for Thompson. And Christie subbed in for Williams. And then for Minnesota, Randle, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And it's DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And here's Nembhard. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Bagley sets a screen to the inside. Stolen by Reid. Outside McDaniels. Pass to DiVincenzo. Now Randle. Outside Reid. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Now here's Bagley. Yet to see a basket. And that one's good. Flagg.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Pass to McDaniels. Washington against Reid. Shot clock at 6. Back to Daniels. Over Flagg. McDaniels can't hit. The Mavericks lead by 8. Here's Christie. Three-pointer off the mark. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Reid sets a screen. Out to the right wing. Lets it go. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
Dallas has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Nembhard, a screen on DiVincenzo. Back to Nembhard. Pass to Flagg. Washington a screen. Takes a three. McDaniels with the rebound.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
Out to the wing for three. Randle. Oh my goodness! He'll go to the line with a chance at a 4-point play. P.J. Washington picks one up. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
Gafford, he's checked in for Bagley. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up three to the repertoire.
Yeah, when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Now here's Christie. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Shoots it from the high post. The shot by Nembhard, no good. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 15-4 run. DiVincenzo can't hit. For Dallas, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Dallas shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That's good from Christie. Christie hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Highland, the pass to Randle. Gobert with a screen on Washington. Gobert working inside.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. The Mavericks leading. Outside Christie. And there's a pick. Inside. It's tipped. Randle with a steal. DiVincenzo, the pass to Highland. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Here's Nembhard. Outside Christie. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. The three from Washington. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
He shot 2 free throws in the game. He's made one and missed one. And that one falls for Washington. And Minnesota making a change here. Conley's checked in. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
The last one's off. They'll settle for 2. And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Now here's Christie. He's got 5. Washington outside. Pass to Gafford. 4 on the clock. He's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
And here's McDaniels. Randle with it. 12 points for him. McDaniels can't hit. Dallas leading by 4. And here's Flagg outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Conley. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like seeing Conley look for his shot because it puts defenses in compromising situations.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw drops for Conley.
Well, the leadership and steadiness Mike Conley brings to his team can't be overstated. A true locker room leader and a vet who sets a great tone out on the floor.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marshall's checked in. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Desumu's checked in. And Conley drops them both.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Flagg. Puts up a 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggled.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Minnesota again missing. For Dallas, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Pass to Washington. Marshall outside. And here's Christie. He's covered by Desumu. And it's Washington missing.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Now here's Conley. Desumu outside. Randle inside. Washington's there. The game now all tied up. 14 points for Julius Randle.
Clearly, Randle is locked in. Every trip down, he's attacking the defense and finding ways to beat them.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Mike Conley. Mavericks shooting a nice 50% for the game. Pass to Flagg. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. There's the 3. On target from range. Flagg's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Randle outside. Desumu outside. Outside McDaniels. 5 to shoot. The 3 ball hits the trifecta. McDaniels got 7.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3.
He really hasn't shown us much from the free throw line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Washington. And so Washington nails both of them.
Here in the second period, he's made a concerted effort to attack and get himself to the line.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Back to Randle. It's stolen by Washington. Gafford with a screen on DiVincenzo. The three from Washington. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
They really threw their weight around last time. They got to the free throw line a lot, and it helped secure the win.
Well, and coaches will sometimes complain about an inconsistent whistle from the refs, but credit them for the level of aggression to make things happen.
Here's Washington following the three-pointer by Minnesota. Pass to Flagg. There's a minute 54 left to play in the first half of basketball. Good work defensively by DiVincenzo. Here's Gobert. Here's Randle. From the high post, another one falls for Minnesota.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Mavericks trail by 3. Outside Christie. They set the pick. Shot from 12, and he makes it. Christie's got 7 points. Minnesota's gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Randle against Washington. Gobert with a screen on Washington. Randle can't hit. The Mavericks shooting 40% in the second quarter so far. Dosunmu up top, defended by Christie. For 3, Randle. Randle with another miss. And for the Mavericks, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. Marshall passes to Gafford. Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Flagg. Randle pulls down the board. Randle's got his 5th rebound in this one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Releases. What a performance for Julius Randle. He has been the story for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And that quarter was all about him, leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, we have Coach Finch here at the half. How key is Rudy Gobert to this offense?
Yeah, I mean, he brings a whole different dynamic to offense. You know, just making him, feel part of our offense. Just creates so much gravity when he's rolling hard out there, creating a lot of good shots for his teammates.
He's on fire. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. How about we start out with the Western Conference and how those teams are stacking up?
I think for the Timberwolves, they're playing up to expectations. Maybe they like to be doing more than that, but I think they're ready to make some noise in the playoffs. That's when you turn up.
And now let's discuss that first half. The Mavs in a tight one.
They should just keep shooting three-pointers. It's worked well for them. Why ever go inside?
Do I detect a note of sarcasm?
That's not a note, that's a whole chorus. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. We've seen P.J. Washington really having a great game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
And so Randle will bring it up for Minnesota. It's a one-point game. It's off to Detroit after this game, where they will face the Pistons. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Max Christie is out there with Flagg, and it's Marshall in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. When it comes to Randle, he's had doubters over the years, Stan, but his talent's undeniable.
Yeah, B.A., look, there's no questioning Randle's ability to score and rebound down low. And his post-passing gets overlooked sometimes, too.
The free throw drops for Randle.
Well, you look at Julius Randle, his stats over his career. He's a forward who chips in different ways. An excellent passer for his size.
Pass to Flagg. Just 4 to shoot. Jacks up a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The Timberwolves lead by 4. DiVincenzo, pass to Randle. Now here's DeSumo. Pass to Gobert. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. It's not going to go for him. And here's Marshall. Christie passes to Gafford. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Count that one.
Well, smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Outside Christie. They set a pick. Pass to Washington. Lets it go from deep. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 11. To the paint. And Gafford with the block. Outside Christie. Marshall outside. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Washington. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Pass to Christie. Out left to the wing. Here's Flagg. He's covered by DeSumo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First team foul. At the line for Dallas. Flagg. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And that's good as he hits both shots. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Randle against Washington. And there's McDaniels. That one's good on the assist from Randle. McDaniels got 14 points for the game. And so it's Dallas with it. Trailing by 4. Outside Christie. Pass to Washington. Here's Flagg. This one for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. 12 points for him.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the 3.
Washington against Randle. Now here's Gobert. Gafford grabs the miss. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And a chance here to check out some stats for Cooper Flagg. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in this game. Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Outside McDaniels. DeSumo outside. Picked by Gobert. The 3, DiVincenzo. And the rebound goes to Dallas. They've led by as many as 14. Here's Marshall. That one goes. Count it. Marshall's got his first bucket in this one. And so Randle will bring it up for Minnesota. 2-point game. Pass to McDaniels. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
What bounce from McDaniels, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
Dallas is gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Marshall outside. Now Washington, checked by Randle. Washington's shot is good. Washington's got 20 points.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Gobert. Randle outside. The 3 is up. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Marshall's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Christie. Here's Flagg. DiVincenzo covering. Gafford with a screen on DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. Down low. And Gobert with a block.
Well, this is Gobert to a T. An outstanding rim protector with impeccable timing.
Back to Randle. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. The offensive rebound. The 3, DiVincenzo. Nails it from 3. DiVincenzo's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Here's Washington. That shot, no good. Randle with some nice D. Pass to DiVincenzo. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
And Dallas making a change here. Nimhard's checked in. Naz Reid's checked in for Minnesota. Marshall passes to Nimhard. Back to Marshall. Now here's Washington. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. There's the screen by Marshall. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Washington. The 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. Mavericks trail by 4. Pass to Marshall. Washington outside. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And a look now at Minnesota's upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. The Timberwolves lead by 4. It's McDaniels on the wing. Pass to Reed. Launches a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Stan, you look at Naz Reid, he gives you some size, but he is a dangerous scorer, especially from the perimeter.
Absolutely, B.A. And also, Reed is one of the most entertaining players to watch. So many deflections, blocks, dunks, hits threes. He does it all.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
Yeah, he's been a beast on the glass. A monster night for him.
Pure from three-point range. And it's a 10-point Timberwolves lead.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Gafford. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. DiVincenzo against Nembhard. That's short off the rim. Dallas has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. And the dunk by Gafford.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 14-4 run. Now McDaniels. Outside Reed. Pass to DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. Shot clock at 6. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
Yeah, nice timing in the pick and roll. Gobert finishing the job.
Mavericks trail by 10. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. A high skill level in today's NBA. Dallas Mavericks coach and Hall of Famer Jason Kidd said, these guys have gotten so good. Everyone can shoot threes and get their own rebound and make an assist. It's incredible what these young players are doing. Back to you, Brian.
The next generation. Allie, thank you.
Look, Reed is a strong finisher. It's still unbelievable that he was undrafted because he is a force.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
Well, if you want to know where commitment and hard work can get you, follow Naz Reid's career. Everyone who counted him out is eating their words right now.
Now here's Nembhard. Thompson outside. Middleton outside. Clock at 4. Excellent D there from Ingles.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Dosunmu, the pass to Ingles. Here's Highland. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Here's Reed. And it's Bagley with a rebound. Mavericks trail by 13. And he lobs it up to the rim. Stolen by Reed. Inside. Here's Ingles. Nails the baby hook. Ingles got his first points of the game.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
A minute 39 left in the third. On the wing, Nembhard. He's guarded by Highland. Will it go? That one is off.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Reed passes to Clark. Shot clock at 5. Fires from deep. Ingles, no good. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Down by 15. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. Nembhard, the pass to Thompson. And here's Middleton. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Middleton's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, once Middleton gets that close to the rim, he's usually going to find a way to get the score.
Outside Reed from the arc. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Nembhard. Bagley sets a screen. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Puts up a deep 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Up big because of their 3-point shooting. Just going to town from downtown tonight. Back after this. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
We're not talking to each other. Offensively or defensively, let's talk.
And Jason Kidd citing one of the things that can happen over the course of an evening, a breakdown in communication.
The problem is, even in a league of superstars, this is ultimately a team game. You have to work together to succeed.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Setting the floor for the Timberwolves. Randle at power forward with Reed at center. Mike Conley out there with Bones Highland. And it's Clark in at the 3 spot. Minnesota leading by 13. To the inside. And it's Highland, that time on the assist by Conley.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets.
Middleton passes to Thompson. That 3's off the mark.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Conley goes in. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Yeah, Conley is not an easy cover. He can be quick on his feet when he sees a lane to the basket.
Conley against Nembhard. Pass to Thompson. Clock at 6. Back to Nembhard. Out to the right wing. And here's Flagg outside. Reed with the rebound.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Randle, the pass to Highland. 3-pointer. No luck on that one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Ooh, poked away. It's stolen by Highland. Pass to Clark. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Now here's Middleton. Checked by Randle. Bagley, a screen on Highland to the paint. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Minnesota leading by 15. Outside Conley. Outside Reed. Pass to Randle. Fires the 3. Minnesota again missing. The Mavericks have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Bagley against Reed. Here's Flagg. And here's Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Outside, Highland takes the 3. Ooh, good D by Bagley.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
On the wing, Thompson. The three is up. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
One of the most effortless strokes we've ever seen. Thompson can just make corner threes in his sleep.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just one or two major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bagley. And then for Minnesota, Gobert's checked in for Reed. Shannon comes in for Clark. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now Conley. Randle outside. Gobert with a screen on Middleton. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Not a lot of guys with the size that Randle has can run the pick and roll. It's impressive how you can put him on either side of it.
Mavericks trail by 14. Middleton outside. From deep. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Randle against Middleton. Randle outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Conley. Book it. And it's Randle with the assist. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Look at the toughness from Conley. He's seen a lot in this league and won't go down easy.
And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. For three. Randle pulls down the board. The Timberwolves lead by 16. Shoots over Thompson. Randle can't hit. Dallas has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Some nice ball movement by Dallas. From 7 feet away, again, Middleton missing. Minnesota's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Randle, the pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Here's Nembhard. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Middleton passes. Oh, my goodness!
Oh, my.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Conley against Nembhard. Outside for Randle. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. They'll pin that on Chris Middleton.
No stranger to getting to the line. Randle had a chance to draw a foul, and he made sure the ref saw it.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Randle. So for Dallas, Washington's checked in for Middleton. Marshall comes in for Nembhard. And Christie subbed in for Klay Thompson. And then for Minnesota, McDaniels is checked in for Shannon. DeSumo comes in for Highland. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. And so he hits both.
And man, looking good from the line so far this half.
Mavericks trail by 18. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Christie. From outside the arc. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. DiVincenzo, pass to Dosunmu. To the middle. And Gobert with the stuff.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
The Mavericks shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Pass to Gafford. Washington with the ball, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Gafford. The shot no good. Randle with some nice D. Dosunmu, right side. Gobert inside, defended by Christie, and that one drops. 19 points for Rudy Gobert.
Well, that's part of the value of DiVincenzo. He can run offense and set up others.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Pass to Christie. Here's Flagg. DiVincenzo covering. There's a screen by Marshall. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
Gafford with a screen on Randle, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Outside McDaniels. Inside. Randle, good. Randle's got 4 points in the quarter.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Washington outside. Gafford the screen. Down low to snap the cold streak. And the dunk by Gafford.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Here's Randle. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. DiVincenzo with a screen on Washington. Randle against Washington. Randle inside. And he gets that one. Randle's got 9 points now in the second half.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Woo!
B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Stan, I have to ask, how important is it to have a big man in today's NBA?
That is a great question, B.A. And look, things have really changed. We went from big, strong guys in the league and centered our game around those guys to then people wanted to play small ball and be more skilled. But now what everybody's figured out is we can get that same skill from bigger guys, and bigger and better is better than smaller and better. And they need his offense right now, but his shot is just not falling.
Dosunmu outside. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by Marshall. Marshall's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Flagg. Washington outside. They set the screen. Marshall outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, it's rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Washington against Gobert. DeSumo outside. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Flagg. McDaniels with some nice D.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Now here's DiVincenzo. Outside McDaniels. They still need this. Gafford grabs the miss. Mavericks shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Timberwolves.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year.
They have proven to simply be the better team of the two, winning all 4 games in this season series.
And propelling them to a solid win, it was a night of big plays for Rudy Gobert.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
And he drops the first. And the Mavericks going with a whole new group out there. And then for Minnesota, Shannon's checked in for McDaniels. Highland comes in for DeSumo. And Mike Conley is subbed in for DiVincenzo. And Randle drops them both. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Nembhard against Conley. Here's Middleton. Up again. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Look, when you don't put a body on him, he makes things happen.
No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Pass to Randle. Just 4 to shoot. Here's the 3. The shot by Conley, no good. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
All right, let's send it down to Allie LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
I'm here now with Rudy Gobert. A big night for you offensively. What was working for you out there?
I just keep working every day to try to improve, and it's also I feel like my teammates are really looking for me, and I just got to make the right play most of the time.
You've earned their trust. Thanks, Rudy.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant